Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Protech. Actually, this came from eKnives. They loaned it to me. I was supposed to get a sample of this knife a while back, and I just didn't, which is fine. It's hard to cover everything. But I saw this pop up on eKnives, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never got a chance to look at that. And so I asked them, they loaned it to me. So thank you so much to eKnives for loaning it to me. These are available in a few different configurations, so I'll link them down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure that your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. So, made by Protech. This is a collaboration knife. And I think it's a pretty cool one. Collaborations are always fun, especially when it's with a company like Protech, because it means it's made in the United States. A lot of times what's funny is we have, small batch USA knife makers, and their stuff's really expensive and very limited, and so they collaborate with Chinese production companies to make a less expensive and more obtainable version. In this case, we actually have the opposite, and the end result is very obtainable. This is a company, Vero Engineering, who makes a knife called the Synapse. And it's, definitely an periodically available knife, but still fairly limited, usually made by either Vestec or Riot, depending on the model, right? The Synapse usually made by Vestec. Now being made by Protech here in the United States, which is pretty cool. If you like the aesthetic or the profile of the Synapse, but maybe you're like, it'd be nice if it was made in the USA, which I totally understand. Well, Protech does it, and Protech makes, in my opinion, the best side-opening automatic knives on Earth. I own a ton of Vero Engineering knives currently, and now we have the Protech Auto version. In particular, I thought this was a really cool one. The combination of, it's almost like, it's not really a black wash, it's like a gray wash, like a concrete wash finish. And then we have the red, I believe this is a linen micarta here. Let's take a look at the actual box. Yeah, red linen micarta, and then we have the black aluminum other side, and then we have the acid wash Magna Cut blade, which Protech does a really good job with. So yeah, much like a lot of knives, a lot of really popular straightforward EDC knives translate insanely well as automatic knives, and the go-to is Protech. Protech is a company that I thought if I ever wanted to design an auto, that's probably who I would go with. I think that they're great. They do a really, really good job. But yeah, this combination red and the red micarta and the aluminum backside actually really spoke to me. I thought it was really neat. You might be wondering, what is the point of still having the little rectangle back there? Is it a dual action? Can you actually use that to deploy it? And the answer is no. Much like the auto stitch from Microtech, the hole there is really just to complete the look of Sebastian Berengi's original stitch. And the same case, I have to imagine, with Vero here. We just have it on the back side, which is cool. And then they've left it plain for the front side. I was about to say that, I wish they would have kept it on the front side. Like sometimes it's on one side or the other. And sometimes it's on both. But I kind of like the straightforward look here. And then Protech's got their logo there. Maybe that's what they wanted. They wanted their logo. Either way, I think that the way that they have set this up is really great. How's the power? It feels like a Protech. It feels like a really high, power Protech. About in line with, if we talk about the Kershaw Launch Series, which are probably some of the best priced USA side opening autos, right? They come in a little bit less than Protech, but typically, I can't talk today. Typically, they do not fire as hard. And that's the case with a lot of a lot of Kershaw's Launch Series knives, which is fine. They don't have to fire like ultra hard, except for some of the ones like the Launch 21. There's a couple of models that fire pretty hard, but Protech's consistently, they all just fire hard, and not so hard that it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to hold on to it. Maybe the first time you handle a Protech might be a little bit alarming, but basically, you can see here, if I'm holding the button down, it's always, the spring tension is always enough to keep it going back out into the open position, which is really all that I need. This has a little bit more than that. There's a little bit of additional recoil, which is nice. I mean, that's kind of, it goes along with the feeling of quality when you buy a knife like this is, wow, it's going to fire really hard. The lockout is solid, which is nice. Ergonomics is, I mean, it's essentially the exact same thing as the Synapse, just in auto form, which is neat. I like it a lot. Got some T6 screws here, which I think, isn't that typically the case? Like Protech's go-to is that they have the Torx body screws and the hex pivot. That is one thing. There are very few things to complain about with Protech knives. The one thing that I wish that they would change is the hex pivots. I really don't like that. I wish that they would change to Torx pivots, but they keep using them for some reason, so I don't know. We have the Vero pocket clip, which is a little bit of a Loch Ness Monster clip, right? A little grabby, but it is titanium, and it is, well, I assume it's titanium. Hold on a second. Might actually not be. It is titanium, or it's non-magnetic steel. I believe it's probably titanium. And I wonder if Vero actually provides these clips and has them made by, whoever normally makes them. I have no idea. I'm curious as to who does the pocket clip. That's interesting. This is just the overview. It's the initial, first impression. So I actually don't have all the info, much like I always do. This thing is loosening up. that last fire about got away from me. It is now, it's actually firing harder now as what we've gotten into the video. And I think there must be, right out of the box, you guys tell me what your experience is. Right out of the box, the first 5 to 10 are probably loosening things up, waking the knife up, and it goes from firing hard to firing really hard. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, I would like to know about the pocket, like before I do the actual review of this knife, it would be nice to know about the pocket clip. So anyways, let's go and measure. I would show you, I know you guys are like, show us a size comparison with a regular Synapse. And a lot of you might not know this, I don't own a regular Synapse. The two that I own are Synapse XL models. So it would be nice to have a standard version. I actually don't have it. I'll have to grab one the next time that he does a drop here. But anyways, there we go. Sorry about that. Had a little home project over the weekend and left the tape measure out in the garage. The overall length of the Protech Synapse is actually, I thought these were slightly shorter than 8 inches, but this is a full-size knife. 8 inches overall, and your blade length is just shy of 3.5 inches, about 3.45. I think next, what would be helpful is probably weighing it. There we go. Had to find the scale. There's going to be a ton of edits in this video. But let's go ahead and see how much this guy weighs. So with the micarta and aluminum, I mean, depending on the variation you get, it might be subtly different for weight. I imagine they do a full aluminum version of this, but this is probably one of the lightest variations. 3.4 ounces, a perfect blade to weight ratio in terms of inches of blade to ounces of weight. I like this a lot. I think this is really cool. Most likely because this is, number one, a US made product, right? It's just so you know, like if you're brand new to knives, when knives are legitimately made all in-house, not assembled, but actually manufactured in-house in the United States, it is way more expensive. It doesn't matter if it's the same materials, right? Some Chinese company that's like ultra precision machining the exact same materials. It's way less expensive for them to do that. And if that's all you care about, then you have an infinite number of choices and, there's no reason to, discuss something like this. But many of us prefer, even if it costs substantially more, to buy our products, here in the United States that are made actually in the United States. So, with this being both a truly in-house U.S. manufactured item, a very high-end and very precision-made U.S. manufactured production piece here, and you have two parties involved, both Protech and Vero, the price is definitely going to be higher than a standard Protech. And a standard Protech is already a very expensive item. So it wouldn't surprise me if the price tag on this cleared $300. I don't love that, but I'm just saying, just factually, like that's where I expect it to be. So yeah, pretty cool. It's neat to see an automatic version. There's actually a ton of knives that I would love to see auto versions of through Protech or just them making it themselves, right? I'd love to see, for example, an automatic Umnumzan. I don't think we'll ever see that, but wouldn't that be cool, right? I'd love to see. There's a ton of knives from. I think Spyderco makes their own autos, right? I've always wanted to see an automatic Shaman. Does the world need that? I don't know. Probably not. But if you think about it, there's actually a ton of great knives. I don't know that a large, like a company like Spyderco would ever collaborate with Protech. Usually it's a smaller designer who uses a Chinese OEM. That's who attracts. Who Protech attracts generally. So, but there's a lot of stuff out there that I would really like to see, and it's neat to see these people working with Protech and making stuff like this. So. Just noticed, as per usual, we have... Oh, no, I imagined that. I thought we had Vero on the spine. It looks like just here on the pocket clip. That's weird. I thought for a minute it flashed and it said Vero there. But anyways, I'm rambling now. This is pretty cool. I'll link it in the description. You guys can check it out. And here in a few weeks, I'll have the full comprehensive review. Thanks again to eKnives for loaning this to me. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.